Welcome back to part two. We're going to cover some of the more advanced and fun features of the ezfocus app that would require your company to have one of the national level subscriptions or a premium regional subscription. Let's dive back into where we were. Under the main menu here, we covered my products, my stores, my objectives and category analysis in video part one. Let's start here with contacts. So contacts are stored on any store's page. You can just go to any page of any location, bar, restaurant, a retail store, or what have you. And one of the options on the right-hand side of the account is to add a contact. And that will let you add something like a night manager or a sommelier or an auxiliary buyer. That's also going to be super handy for reviewing all of your contacts at once and being able to dive into the stores that they're part of, or even potentially moving them between locations easier. The next feature that we didn't get to cover in great detail has to do with planning your route. Here at the bottom, you can see that there's a map. The map button is going to boot up a map of your territory and give you a location of where you are. Spoiler alert, I live in wine country, and this user's territory is across the lake. But as you can see, types of locations, where they are, retail versus on-premise is all going to be available for me. And I've got stuff like I can click on any location and I can drill into that location just by clicking on the eye. It also is going to give me an idea of how many alerts are also applying to that location. So I drill into this account, first thing that I see, oh, there's a survey question that applies to this type of account. That kind of thing. The map's going to be really handy for understanding where you're doing, and as well, you're also able to base it on your location or keep it pointing north, that kind of thing. When it comes to planning calls, the scheduling widget function is new this year. This is going to give you the view of a month or a week or even an individual day where you can plan calls in advance. So for example, if I'm going to plan my first call back after the holiday break and I go to January, let's say I'm talking about the 4th, and you know what, I know that on the 4th at some point that day, CAA location. I'm going to pick one of my locations. I'm going to make myself a visit here, and I'm going to go to one of my biggest locations. Sometimes I can set recurrences for that type of call. I can set things like I want to call on this location every 2 weeks or 4 weeks or every week, and I want to do it until the end of the quarter. And if I click on this button, it'll save this recurring call to my iCalendar for me as well. After I create the visit, I can edit things after I've planned it. So, for example, when it comes time to book this call, I can come here to my schedule. I can use the widget to actually drive directly into the store's page of where I've planned this call, and it'll take me right to where I planned it, and it'll allow me to mark things as done. So anytime you see a planned call with a checkbox like this, it's asking, did you complete the call that you planned? Next of the new toys to keep an eye out for, now available in British Columbia as well, is the ezfocus barcode scanner. Very simple concept. Hit barcode scanner, find the barcode of a product or a bin tag, scan it, and get a top stores report, just like you were if you did it out of the account search bar, so the product search bar, I should say. One of the other features that we've added recently is the My Reports section. The My Reports section is going to allow you to dive into places like the detailed call report and the sales and inventory module, which is stored in the web version a lot easier, directly from the app. So if I want to review things like my warehouse inventories, or if I want to review things like inventory that I have coming to the market and when product is going to arrive to a warehouse that's going to service my territory, I can do that by booting up this module directly from the web version through the app now. And that was only just in the My Reports section. Okay. One of the other ones that's new for wine customers in Ontario as well is the new private import section, which is going to allow you to create reservations for consignment orders that would funnel up to your consignment order desk and allow your order desk to book those sales with the LCBO and arrange delivery of your consignment wine, spirits, beers, and ciders. For more information on the private ordering, please see the video about private ordering. I wanted to finish this video off with just a recommendation on best practices. One of the things that I get told about a lot is that it's difficult to navigate the app sometimes on the size of screen that I'm working with. One of the things that's important to note is that the app is designed to work in both portrait and landscape mode. So this is portrait mode, and when I rotate the app, I can go into landscape mode. Landscape mode does have one important difference though. As you can see, when I'm in portrait mode, this filter search bar here at the top, which helps me do something like, shrink a list and just look at Brampton stores. The filter still applies, but the search bar itself disappears when I'm in landscape mode. So landscape mode is very, very handy for getting more information on the screen or being able to see more on the screen. Just keep in mind that you won't be able to use the filter search bar at the top when you're in this kind of thing.